In today's video, we will be building a $750 gaming PC. The gaming PC will feature an RTX 3050, as well as an Intel i3 12100f. So while we've got the parts in front of us, let's go through them. So we'll start off with the CPU, obviously the Intel i3 12100f, a 4-core, 8-thread processor, going to be perfectly fine for our graphics card. It's only about £95 and I'd highly recommend it. The board we're using is the Gigabyte H610M S2H, the DDR4 version. We are using 16 gigabytes of crucial Ballistix DDR4 memory clocked at 3200 MHz CL16. We have a 1 terabyte NVMe drive from TCSunbow. Obviously our graphics card, the RTX 3050. Now this is going to be perfect for any 1080p gaming PC. This will be able to play high settings, any game, 60 FPS, average frame rate, easy. It's a really good graphics card and I've done previous videos on this, so if you do want to check them out, then please subscribe and go and check out my back catalogue. Powering our build today will be the Corsair CX550f RGB power supply. Now this is actually a fully modular power supply and it also has RGB, so you'll be able to see the fan at the bottom just illuminate out the bottom of the PC case. Swiftly moving on to our case, we have the Colink Inspire K6. Now this is an M-ATX case, but it's going to be perfect for our M-ATX motherboard. It's got a little bit of RGB at the front here, just a little strip. And it's basic case, but it's going to do the job for what we need today. It's a budget build, like I say, around $750 or maybe 700 UK pounds, and it's really targeted to 1080p high. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the build, and then we'll show you the gaming benchmarks. So as we can see here, Intel Core i3. This is the 12100f. You can just see it from there. CPU's just on top there. CPU's just in here. And then our cooler's just in here. So taking a look here, here's the actual arrow, which points to the corner, and it's just on here, which is the CPU, so it's going to go that way. So we're going to lift up the retention here. Slowly. It's just spring up a little bit, so be a bit careful. Pull it all the way up to the top there, and then we just fold that over. Taking our CPU, it's in the corner here, and there we go, it just falls right into place there. And then we just pull it over until it snaps off. There we go. And there we go. Okay, now for the cooler installation. As you can see, it's got pre-applied thermal paste, so we just need to put it straight down. Just need to make sure these are twisted to the right, which I think they already are. And then we're just going to place it on top. One. 2, 3, there we go, 4. So once you hear all the clicks, then it's in. You might have to, like I say, lift the motherboard a little bit and what have you, but just underneath here, just check that they're all through, which they are. The little black bit will be through once you know it's through. And then simply I'm just going to put the cable just down that side and then there. Now for this build we use these crucial Ballistix 16 gigabyte kit. This is clocked at 3200 MHz CL16. So just simply those clips come down here. Actually we'll do the inner one first and then the outer one second. Yeah, the notches are aligned. Simply push down there, yep, all in. There you go. And now our NVMe installation should be quite simple. There we go. So now we're going to prep the case for the motherboard to go in. So we'll just take off these thumb screws for the glass panel here. Try to get this case into the best shot I can, but it's a little bit difficult, so I do apologise. We'll just take off that glass there. Now the standoffs, as they come in, I believe that one, let's just see. So, okay, this one's nowhere near, so I'm going to take that one out straight away. And there's one supposed to be here, but it isn't. So, if I just move that one up to there, I think it is. Yeah. Alright, so we've moved that standoff up to here now. And basically we're going to take off this rear fan because it just kind of gets in the way a bit. You just undo the 4 screws here and it comes out. So now we just need to orientate the IO shield the correct way, which is this way, and then we just push it into here. That's in now, so then we just put the motherboard in nice and carefully. So it'll just go straight in like that, yep. Then we're just going to screw all the standoffs in. And there's our complete motherboard installation. So we're just going to take off the rear panel now. So now we're just going to unbox our power supply. So a bit of a change here. We actually use the EVGA power supply because that one just wasn't fitting into the case for some reason, the Corsair one. So it's a bit odd. But anyway, onwards. So this is the LED power for the front. So we're going to plug that in first. We will take that CPU, yeah, CPU, put that up to the top there, motherboard, probably through there I think, PCI Express, go for it here I think. So let's first of all put the ATX connector in. Just put your hand under the board here and then push it in. That's in. Yeah. And then we'll do a CPU one. Nice and in. And then we're just going to put a USB one in. Just be a little bit careful with this connector. Yep, that's in. Our HD audio is just going to have to go across this way. Here. Right, so off camera I basically just tie this all up and put all the little connectors in because it was too hard to film unfortunately. But now onto the graphics card, so we'll just open that. So now we have the GPU in, we're just going to do up these screws here. And just put this sort of side bracket thing on. And then we just plug that in. There we go. Our PC is now complete.
Now moving on to the benchmarks. GTA 5 1080p high was an average of 151, a minimum of 85 and a maximum of 188. Far Cry 6 1080p high, an average of 88, a minimum of 80 and a maximum of 114. Watch Dogs Legion 1080p high, average of 78, a minimum of 42 and a maximum of 109. Forza Horizon 5 1080p high, an average of 96, a minimum of 80 and a maximum of 111. Rainbow Six Extraction 1080p high, an average of 137, a minimum of 98 and a maximum of 166. Cyberpunk 2077 1080p high, an average of 60, a minimum of 45 and a maximum of 80. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.